How to sell your business for $1 billion.
Take effing action, put it together, and subscribe to Tom Peng's channel on YouTube now. Yeah, I like it. It's crazy.
So today, I'm with my crack recruitment team. We're in the Bình province, and we're setting up this event to hire more people for our company. And we're gonna hire 1,000 salespeople in Vietnam. Watch me, this is gonna happen. Today, I wanna tell you about this fantastic story of Instagram and how it sold its business to Facebook for $1 billion in 2012. Instagram is a company that you may know of. It's a social media app that allows you to share pictures with other people in your network, right? So if you take a picture, you want to share that with family and friends, Instagram is what you use to do that. And Instagram was created by two entrepreneurs, Kevin Systrom and Mike Rieger. And they started Instagram, they started building Instagram back in 2010. But there's another story that people don't know about, and this is what I want to tell you. They made a critical decision in their business that made their business a $1 billion business that was eventually acquired by Facebook. So let's talk about Kevin Systrom, one of the founder of Instagram. He's really the person that started it all, and he loved computer programming. He started playing with computers because of this game called Doom, which you may heard of. It's one of the first-person shooter video games, so he was really into that. And then he eventually figured out he can make computers to do stuff that he wants. And he got into computer programming, very similar to my own story. Like I loved, as a kid, I loved to play with computers, work with computers, make computers to do things. And he decided that that was his career. He wanted to focus on that. So back in 2010, Silicon Valley was busy with entrepreneurs, investors, people building new technology, trying to transform society with technology and social media. And of course, Kevin Systrom was no different. He wanted to do something with his skills. He wanted to do something big and important. So he had nothing. He only had an idea. So the idea was that he wanted to create an app that allows people to check in. So let's say if I'm at this restaurant, I would take a picture of this restaurant and put it into this app and can share with family and friends. That was his original idea. And he took that idea and he went to angel investors. So he talked to many, many angel investors. Eventually one of the angels, I can't remember the name, but one of the angels decided to invest $50,000 into his project. And as I said in my other video about angel investors, what happens is that when one angel investor invested in his idea, all the others start thinking, why would he invest? Maybe I need to get into this game as well. Maybe I need a piece of the pie as well. So other angels eventually came in, and then I think 4 other angels, total of 5 angels, $250,000 went into this project. And then once there's 5 angels into that project, a venture capitalist, I can't remember the name, it's a venture capitalist firm, decided to double the investment. So they put another $250,000 into Kevin Systrom's project, this thing that's supposed to allow you to check in and take pictures. Right? So remember, at this time, they had nothing. So, but he had $500,000 in the bank, to build this new idea. So Kevin Systrom and Mike Rieger, his partner, started to work on this new product, and they called this product Bourbon, B-U-R-B-N. Spell that out. Have you heard of this app called Bourbon? Nobody has, because it never took off. It never got any kind of commercial success. And then they uploaded it to the iOS App Store. And they waited, and they waited, and they waited. So after I think the first or second week, they had about 100 users, and they couldn't grow that anymore. Most entrepreneurs at this stage would be thinking, what's wrong? What should I do next? So most entrepreneurs would think about sales and marketing, how to do better marketing, how to push more sales, how to do more user acquisition. And remember, they had $500,000. They have $500,000 in the bank, and they've only used up about $5,000 because all they did was buying 2 computers to program on to build this app, right? So they still have like $495,000 left in the bank. They can use that money for marketing. But they made a critical decision at that point in time. They decided to talk to the users. Instead of asking why nobody downloaded this app, why nobody's using it, they asked the question, why my users want to use my app. They asked the 100 people that use the Bourbon app, why do you like my app? Why do you use it? And they got a very important feedback, which is that they don't care about the check-in aspect of the product. They only care about taking pictures and sharing that with their family and friends. That was their primary purpose and intention of using the app. Once Kevin and Mike learned that, they went back to the drawing board. They spent another 6-8 weeks building the product, improving on the product, and then that's how Instagram was born, right? So they built Instagram with the purpose of allowing people to take pictures and then sharing that with their families and friends. Because once they talked to the 100 users that, the early adopters, they use the app, why they really need the app, they really understand the market, the product market fit, they understand why people want to use this. So they made a very important change. They built an app specifically to fill that niche, that gap, that need that people have. And then once they released a new version called Instagram to the iOS store, in the first 2 months, it got 1 million users because it filled a market niche. And as of 2019, they have 1 billion users. So when Facebook saw the kind of growth trajectory that Instagram was having, they decided to buy the company because they know that that product is going to be successful because it had the same kind of growth as Facebook. So in 2012, Facebook bought Instagram for $1 billion. And this only happened because Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger decided that they're going to understand why the user want to use the app and change the business, pivot. So that was the one single most important decision in the Instagram history that made that company $1 billion company as of 2012. Today, it's worth about $100 billion. And I don't even know how much Vietnamese dong that is. That's like fucking massive number with 27 zeros or something, I think there's a very important lesson here. And that is, sometimes when things don't go your way, you launch a product, you launch a service, you start a business, you don't get enough customers, you don't have enough traction, you can choose to persevere or pivot. Persevere meaning work harder, keep doing the same thing, keep trying until you get the result you want. Or you can pivot, meaning changing the business, meaning changing what you're doing. Maybe changing the way you're doing marketing. Maybe changing the way you're doing sales, or maybe changing the product, right? Make changes to your business, try to pivot, try to change the business model so that you keep on improving on your product, service, sales, marketing, and see if you get a different result. So oftentimes people confuse pivoting as failure. It is not. For example, my own business, when I started doing e-commerce in Vietnam, so we spent about a year doing product development. And after we launched the product, we realized that the product market fit really wasn't there. And there's a lot of competition in the space. So I continue to adjust and modify the business. But for many employees, they don't understand that. They only see it as, why is Tom making so many changes? Why Tom change every day? Why Tom is always changing? And employees do not like changes because they want a stable job, they want consistency, they just want to go to work at 9, go home at 5 or 6, and they want stability, right? But as an entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur, as somebody that wants to do something important and different and significant, you know, you have to keep on making changes, right? And sometimes when you make changes, people are going to be against you, even your own employees. Sometimes they see that as failure, right? They see that, oh, we failed. But no, changing is not failure. Changing meaning you're still trying. As long as you're still in the game, it's not failure. Failure is when you gave up. It's like you stopped. You say, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore. That is failure. But if you're still in the game, you're still making changes to your business, right? You're trying to find the right way of doing things. It's not failure. That is just a learning process. And when people don't understand that, you gotta get rid of them. When people cannot change with you, gotta get rid of them. So pivot or persevere. Make changes to achieve new result, or keep doing what you're doing are the choices that you have in your business, in your career. What do you want to do? But never give up. I'm not saying which one to do. I'm saying look at your situation and make a decision what you want to do. But generally, I would say that, you know, doing the same thing, trying to get a different result is a little bit crazy, right? So you always want to make minor, small changes and see if it improves the situation, and you do that continuously. You do continuous improvement in your own business, in your own life, in your own career, and that is how you achieve success. So I hope this story inspires you, and I hope you have a company that's worth $1 billion in the future. Don't be a fucktard and take fucking action.